Odelia from More Torque Team 1515, and I'm going to be giving a tutorial on how to use a drill press. So what you're going to do is first you have your piece of wood that you're drilling into, and we have our X, that's where we want to drill. And then we also have our sacrificial piece of wood here so that we make sure, just in case we're not drilling into this table. And then also another key part of having a sacrificial piece of wood is that when the drill bit is coming up, the drill bit won't catch onto the wood in this piece. So what we're gonna first do is we can take our drill bit, and in this case we're gonna be using a 15/64 drill bit. And what we do is we take our chuck key, which we use to open our chuck. And this is kind of in the same fashion of a hand drill in that you have to open the chuck first, put in the drill bit, and then tighten it again. It's just a different sort of way of doing that. So what you can do is you align the grooves with the grooves of the chuck, and then it's just lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. And then you can feel it out until it's there's enough space for you to. And now that it's sufficiently opened down here, I'm gonna line it up, and I'm gonna keep it in there while I tighten it one more time. And I wanna make sure that I'm not putting the drill bit all the way up inside that chuck, because once it tightens, the chuck itself will pull that drill bit up naturally. So if you're putting it all the way at the top, it's not gonna be able to tighten completely, and then just not safety at all. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your chuck is completely tightened. So then now that my chuck is completely tightened and my drill bit is securely in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to align my pieces of wood to where this is going to be drilling. So what I want to do is, remember that X that's there? What we're going to do is we can take this down, and we can see where this will line up, and that's where we want. And then now I can put it there, and what I can do is I can take my clamps and put here, and I can clamp my pieces of wood to. So I'm gonna make sure that I have at least one clamp on the sacrificial piece of wood as well. And what this is doing is we're making sure that when we're clamping, our piece of wood is not going flying around the wood shop. And that's actually a really important part about safety. So one thing to make sure before you turn on your drill press is that these are correctly placed so that your chuck and your drill bit have enough space to drill into here. So if you were to have it placed down here, then it wouldn't be able to go all the way down and it wouldn't be able to drill in. So what you can do is to change it, what you do is you push in and you can adjust it. And then you can let go and it'll stay where it is. So right now we can look and we can see there's not enough space. So we can put it up again and bring it all the way up there. And now it should have enough space to go in. So now that you have your pieces sufficiently clamped, what you're gonna do is you can turn it on, you pull out, and then here you can see the RPM, the speed that this drill is going at right now. And with wood, you can go a little bit faster, so you can go in the 1100s, but just know with metal, and especially with thick metal, you have to go a little bit slower, and you'll see that more of that detail in the hand drill video. So if it's not the right RPM, what you can do is over here, ours is like a wheel kind of. So what you do is if you want to make it go faster, you're going to go clockwise. If you want to make it go slower, you can go counterclockwise, and then you'll see it. So right now it's at a good speed. Another thing to make sure is that this right here is correctly placed. So some of your drill presses might have this safety feature so that if it's in there, it can turn on, but if it's not in there, then it won't turn on. So that's just something to note when you're using your drill press. Okay, so once you're ready to turn on your drill press, you just pull out. And then what you do is you're gonna take these and you're just going through while you're watching both, and you're just gonna let it go all the way down until you're sure that you've gone through it completely. And then what you can do is just slowly let it go back up to where it was, take it off. And then there you have your hole from where your X was. And that is your final piece with your hole where your X was. Bye.
Go more torque.